Hello everyone and welcome to episode 10 of our modded series. I hope you're all enjoying your weekend. So this episode we were supposed to make the Draconic armor and go and fight the Chaos Guardian, but unfortunately I realized that I made a mistake with the ultimate stew and it's actually much more complicated to make, so I think we should postpone our plan to meet the Chaos Guardian and focus on the ultimate stew a little bit. Before we start, I wanted to address a small issue. Last time we had a lot of lag, and this is the reason, because the golem stopped working and I think there were around 300 animals in this pen. Because I gathered 73 pieces of wool, and if one sheep drops one wool, you multiply that by 5 because we have 5 different animals. I think one of the reasons that this thing was not working is that the rabbits could escape. I raised the walls, so hopefully it's fine now, but I will keep checking this thing. Also, I was nagging a little bit about our Grains of Infinity production and I was saying that these fire starters are not good enough. The problem was not the fire starters, the problem was that I accidentally overrode the P2P tunnel and this part got disconnected from our ME system, so we were not actually producing anything. And that was the reason. Now we have around 350 Grains of Infinity and I think that's good. So let's get back to the problem. We need the ultimate stew in order to make the Infinity Catalyst. Most of the items have an EMC and they're vanilla Minecraft. Some of them are from Forestry and some of them are from Biomes O'Plenty. None of them have an EMC and that's going to create a problem. Because the drop rate of these items are very rare. The Forestry ones I'm not even going to think about growing trees. Because you have to breed trees, you have to get pollen, you have to do a lot of stuff. I noticed that the Biomes of Plenty ones drop from these trees. The drop rate is not 100%, but it's not that bad, so I can actually demonstrate it for you. So this is a dead sapling, and if I bone meal it, it will turn into a tree, and if I chop it down, it should drop me something, which it didn't. That's the problem, it's not very consistent and you don't get drops all the time. That creates a problem because they also take a very long time to grow. Should I try this one as well because this has more leaves and maybe the chances are higher? I hope. Nope, nothing. Nice. So you understand why I'm actually very stressed now, because these are horrible. For forestry trees, it seems that I have 3 options. One of them is to use a void botanical miner, and it has a chance of giving me a sapling, but it's kind of screwed up. I can also make villager trades and get saplings and pollens from them. I have only one villager around me and he's an apiarist, so we have to duplicate him and get some other villagers and hopefully they will be more useful. The third choice that I have is to breed trees, which is going to take a very long time. So we'll see what I can do. The easiest option was to use a void botanical miner from EnvironmentalTech, and it gives me a lot of junk including original leaves. So they're the original leaves of Minecraft, or it's from Biomes of Plenty, it's from the original islands biome. Anyway, it gives me a lot of junk, so I have to void everything except the forestry stuff, also the leaves and the logs. So I'll set up the filters and I will bring you back. Alright guys, I set up 2 filters. One of them will void any logs and leaves and the other one will void everything which is not from forestry mod. Hopefully we will get something, because otherwise I really have to get into villager trading and mutate trees. That's very fun. Alright guys, I thought for Biomes of Plenty items we can use a farming station from Enderio and also see if our hourglass watch thingy works. That's a problem with nighttime, there are always zombies. I don't know why. What's wrong with them? I've lit up the place. Anyway, so this thing does not work with trees and luckily I have something to bone meal them. Are you kidding me? Go away, I'm busy. So let's try a few and see if it gives us a fruit. Yeah, you cannot grow 2 of them next to each other. That is kind of weird. So do you... Oh yeah, it does work. We have a peach. That is nice. So I just have to scale this up and make a permanent place. Alright guys, I set up 3 farming stations and 4 lily pads of fertility per each item that we're going to need. I am voiding literally everything from the farming stations except the fruit, which goes to our ME system. The farming station will keep a set of saplings as reserve anyway, so it's not a problem if we void the extra saplings. If we give these power, they should start planting the trees. Do you want to start working? Please? You don't need seeds, you have saplings. Is it because it's locked? No. The other one's working fine. I hate you. Why? Okay. Well, I'll find another way for this one. The other ones are working fine. That's good. These stupid things go through access in 5 seconds or so. You put it in, it's gone. This is horrible. I have to make an unbreakable mattock, I guess. 3 of them, at least. And 2 unbreakable mattocks from Ardite, and this should start working and life will be good again. And then I just have to figure out what's wrong with the third one and make a machine for that. Why aren't you working? What's wrong? A mattock has an axe head. You don't need an axe. Do you? Oh boy. Sometimes I feel very stupid. You don't have to make a machine in order to upgrade a tinker's tool. If you make it from paper, you already have 5 modifiers. Why did I do that? 1 paper hatchet, which according to Enderio is much better than an Ardite mattock. It's working now. That is good. This was the problem, redstone. I forgot that I turned it off, and now it's working. It planted the saplings and no seeds. Yeah, because it needs more saplings anyway. Well, apparently today is a gardening episode, so I made a jar of herba, a pipe, and a lamp of growth from Thaumcraft, and this should also bone meal our draconium, and it should grow a little bit more faster. Well, it uses a lot of herba, I think, but it also does not have a huge range. I was expecting much more from Thaumcraft. Yeah, these ones are not affected. Anyway, it's fine enough because I already have like 1200 draconium ingots, so it's not that bad, but it's also not that great. Well, our void botanical miner does not work. These cherrywood saplings are actually mine, and you can see that I'm not accidentally voiding anything from forestry, it's just not producing them. So I have to do the thing that I dreaded the most. I don't know how much you're familiar with forestry trees, but we have basically a very simple mechanism. You find some of the trees in the wild, and if you grow them, you will get some kind of butterfly. And that butterfly, when you kill it, it will drop a pollen. And if you feed that pollen to a leaf, it will give you a mutated leaf and a mutated sapling, which is basically like bee breeding. There's also a villager called Arborist, and if you get very lucky, he will actually give you the sapling that you want. So we don't have to go through the butterfly breeding and using like pollen and stuff. And I'm very allergic to pollen. You're a nitwit. Huh, okay. Cartographer. You're useless. Anyway, so I will not do everything on camera because there's no point to it anyway. I will just bring you for the results. Let me get some Arborist and I will bring you back. Well, here is an Arborist and he's the first one. So if we check out his trade, he will give us a silver lime sapling. You can also find this in the wild, and if you mix it with cherry wood, you can either get lemon, or I think you can also get some papaya or something. He also sells pollen, which is nice, so we don't have to go butterfly hunting. I need more Arborists because that will give me a higher variety. So I bought some jungle pollen, and if we put it on the leaves of the cherry wood, we should get some papaya, according to the wiki. And if we cut it out using our knife, which guarantees we get a sapling, we should get a mutated sapling, which should be papaya. So we have cherries and papaya. Yep, I think we need papaya, right? Or did I do it wrong? And yes, we do need papaya. It's one of the ingredients of the ultimate stew, which is nice. It's like a cocoa bean, so I guess I can bone meal it. Only once. Okay, it would have been nice if I didn't have to do it only once. But it's okay, we can put it in our tree system and it will grow it automatically. You don't grow anymore, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. Also, just as an FYI note, butterfly breeding does not work that much because we do not have exact copy for like we had in MFR in Industrial Foregoing, and we just get a generic butterfly which is basically useless. Alright guys, I'm getting the hang of this. So, if you mix jungle pollen with papaya, you will get date. I also got these proven crafters which have a higher durability. You get them through villager trade with forestry villagers, obviously. Every single one of them has it. It has a very high durability and you don't have to change your crafter every like 5 leaves or so. So this is a date sapling. Doesn't look like a date tree. I don't know what they're called. Palm tree? Huh. If you use lime pollen on cherry wood trees, you should get lemon and walnuts. That is very good. I like it when it works like that. You don't have to do things several times. It's actually much easier than I thought. I can finish this today. Yep, we have walnut as well. And walnut pollen on cherry wood should give you chestnut. I'm hoping that's the case. And yeah, we just sprayed more because it's not like 100% anyway. You get a lot of crap. So we're out and we just vein mined the entire thing. So did we get a chestnut? Ah yeah, that is nice. I'm happy. I think we're almost done here because I have most of the fruits that we're going to need. And which one's left? No, plum. Yep, we don't have plum. Okay, I can get plum. And in order to get plum, we just have to put cherry pollen on lemon. Then we should get plum. Where is plum? Yeah, we have one. That is amazing. And that is nice. We are getting a lot of butterflies. I hope they don't cause that much lag. You're a very ugly tree. Very ugly. Most of them are very ugly. Alright guys, we are done with forestry. We have all the saplings we need and we don't have a problem with the ultimate stew. And if you were wondering where I'm getting all those pollens, I'm actually doing villager trades with some of the forestry villagers. We don't need them anymore because we have all the saplings that we want. We are good to go. I thought since our ultimate stew problem has been solved, I also upgrade our vibrant capacitors. We have a lot of grains of infinity now and... what? Oh, okay. Fine. I misplaced that one. And I just increased our energy storage capacity and now we can get into Draconic evolution. So our power transfer rate depends on the vibrant capacitor banks and the quantum entangleporter. We're producing around 550,000 RF through our solar panels. The vibrant capacitor banks also transfer that much and a quantum entangleporter can also transfer 2 million RF on a single channel. So it's almost good. I can make just maybe 10 more, just in case. Were you trying to eat my villagers? How dare you? Okay, I added 10 more new vibrant capacitor banks and that's the maximum transfer rate we get. We don't generate that much RF anyway. I'll go craft the wyvern armor. These forestry trees are causing a lot of lag because they generate butterflies and now it's getting out of hand. So I will remove them and I will try to farm them off camera and hopefully the lag will be better. Well, we know how to grow the trees anyway, so it's not going to be a problem. I'll just remove everything and keep the saplings that I want and destroy the butterflies. That is going to take a long time. Okay, life is much better. Well, it's not super good, but it's good enough. Now that we have enough power storage and our transfer rate is much better, I thought we should continue and make our Draconic armor. We are not probably going to have enough time to fight the Chaos Guardian, but at least I can make the armor, fully upgrade it, and we don't have to wait for this. Charging takes time, crafting should not take that much time. And it's not cheaty, you have the acceleration wand in every mod pack. This is almost the same, it just requires a lot of nether stars. Anyway, I will craft the armor, I will do the upgrades, and I will bring you back. So, fun fact of the day, I ran out of Draconium, so we have to finish this farm. I was crafting some bronze. Why? Anyway, I was crafting some growth accelerators from Mystical Agriculture, and if you make a column of these, the longer the column is, the higher the speed of plant growth will be. So, I'm crafting 1000 and we will see how much we can expand this farm. And do we have enough to make 40 seeds? I don't know how much I'm going to need, but I'm guessing 40 should be enough. Well, that should not take that much time. I'll finish the farm and hopefully by that time we will have enough Draconium. Well, this is much better. I think the rate is much better. So I do have to do a lot of AFKing because I literally ran out. I can make some of the awakened cores, but I don't have any ingots left, and that's a problem. Now that we have our Draconic Fusion crafting injectors, I can go ahead and make the armor. I actually forgot that you need this tier. I was trying to make it with a vibrant version, which is in my inventory. So I will just give you a progress update on the armor, because you already know how to craft it. It's not a huge thing, it just takes a lot of time. That's it. I have to AFK for an hour because I literally have no Draconium and this is taking too much time. So, basic upgrade for everything. And Wyvern upgrade for everything. And finally, Draconic upgrade for everything. You don't have to upgrade everything because, well, you don't need jump boost, you will have flight, but it's an OCD thing, I just do it anyway. These things are very expensive and it takes a lot of time to prepare them, so I want to get soulbound on all of them because I don't want to lose them, and in case we fight the Chaos Guardian and I die, I don't want to lose any item and have to go back and fight the Chaos Guardian in another suit. So we are going to need some Ender Crystals, and for that we need to capture some Enderman inside a soul vial. I think we need 16 levels to combine it in an anvil, if I'm not wrong. I was correct. Huh. I'm a genius. I didn't know that. Anyway, we're also going to need some soul vials. You can easily automate this using applied energistics and an XP. Whoa, okay. I did not know that it had power. I was not paying attention. I was going to say that you can easily automate this using applied energistics, but I'm just going to need a few. I'm not going to use it for anything else. Normally, if you want to make the levitation liquid fluid thingy from Enderio, you're going to need a lot of them, but I don't need them, so this will do. Now everything has soulbound. I did not know that you cannot put soulbound enchantments on the capacitors because you used to be able to do that in 1.7. I don't know what has changed. This is the most important thing because if I die, I don't have to teleport anywhere. That is good. So we're actually done. I'm happy. I have to just put some other enchants because we need protection, we need sharpness, we need infinity for the bow and other stuff, but I will do that off camera, it's not a huge problem. Alright guys, we finally have our Draconic armor fully upgraded and fully enchanted, and that makes me happy. It was worth it. So I'm thinking that we will have the Chaos Guardian fight next episode because we're running low on time and there is no point of rushing through it. And I'm going to delay the next episode until we have enough singularities to at least make the Sword of the Cosmos or the World Breaker, just for fun, because we have already fought the Chaos Guardian several times, you have seen it several times, and we should at least try to make it more fun and make the best out of it. So I will do a lot of AFKing, and hopefully by next episode we will I fell in, sorry. And hopefully by next episode we will have our Sword of the Cosmos, at least. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.